Hey there, Content Wars fans! Today we're exploring the amazing world of Legends, a collection of stories that existed before Disney took over in 2012. You might remember this as the Expanded Universe, EU, which includes novels, comics, and video games that have entertained fans for years. On April 25th, 2014, Disney officially changed the name of the EU to Legends. This meant that all stories published before this date would no longer be part of the official Star Wars canon. From then on, only new content released would be considered canon, giving a fresh start to storytelling without being tied to older stories. Unfortunately, this left many fans wondering about the stories that were told in Legends, which cover a huge timeline from thousands of years before The Phantom Menace to long after Return of the Jedi. One great book to check out and personal favorite is Dark Lord: The Rise of Darth Vader. This book shows what happens to Vader after Episode 3 and how he adjusts to his life in the suit as well as his inner turmoil. These Legend stories have had a big impact on Star Wars culture. Many fans grew up reading these tales during a time when no new movies were being made. Timothy Zahn's Heir to the Empire trilogy helped bring back interest in Star Wars and introduce characters that inspired new stories. Speaking of characters, Legends gave us some fan favorites. For example, Mara Jade Skywalker was once an assassin for the Emperor, but became an important part of Luke Skywalker's life as she became his wife. Many people wanted to see Mara in the sequels, but this was ignored by Disney corporates. 20 years ago, if you wanted to know what had happened between episodes, you would go into these books. Or even if you wanted to know what had happened after Episode 6, then you had multiple stories such as the Second Galactic Civil War and how the Skywalker lineage came to be, are all included in a very big and vast variety of books. With Disney's acquisition, a significant reset occurred. The new canon was established to streamline storytelling and ensure that all future projects would align with one cohesive narrative. This reset was necessary to avoid conflicts with existing EU content and allowed for greater creative freedom in developing new stories. The primary difference between canon and Legends lies in their status within the Star Wars universe. Canon stories are considered historical facts, events that actually happened, while Legends are viewed as myths or alternate. Before the reset, numerous conflicts arose between EU content and George Lucas's films. For instance, differing accounts of Boba Fett's origins or how Anakin Skywalker was conceived created inconsistencies that needed resolution in the new canon. One challenge with maintaining continuity in Legends was its sheer volume. Hundreds of novels and comics created intricate webs of connections that sometimes contradicted one another. The reset allowed Disney to establish a clearer timeline without these complexities. Despite being classified as Legends, many characters from this era have made their way into canon through various means. For example, Grand Admiral Thrawn was reintroduced in Star Wars Rebels, showcasing how elements from Legends can still influence current storytelling. Many fans feel a deep attachment to Legends content due to its nostalgic value. Even though it is no longer considered official canon, these stories remain beloved by those who grew up with them. The ongoing discussions about which elements should be reintroduced into canon reflect this passion. In recognition of its enduring popularity, Disney has begun reprinting select titles under the Essential Legends Collection banner. This initiative aims to introduce new generations to these classic stories while celebrating their significance within Star Wars lore. In conclusion, both Star Wars Legends and Disney's canon hold unique places within the franchise's expansive universe. While they differ significantly in terms of official status and continuity, both offer rich storytelling opportunities that continue to engage fans worldwide. If you ever want to adventure into the Legends universe, you can start by checking old video games like Star Wars: The Knights of the Old Republic and enjoy the story. As we look forward to future Star Wars projects, it's essential to appreciate both timelines for what they bring to this beloved saga.